All right, well, happy Friday. We are in the kitchen this morning, and we have a special guest.
We have jumped into
Linda.
our time machine, and
Right.
here we are.
Yeah, here we are back in the kitchen.
Just like the good old days.
Yes, the good old day. I do miss cooking with you, and
I
so I'm glad
know,
that you're back, and we're
same.
starting a new segment called Budget Bites.
Yes, so everyone is getting hit with inflation. Obviously, groceries are a lot more expensive these days than ever before. So we thought we would try to make some tasty treats under, say, 25 bucks.
Yeah.
So this could feed a family of 4 or maybe 2 if you're really hungry. But hey,
Me.
let's get started.
Okay.
We are going to be making some what I want to call party sliders.
Okay.
The recipe online is actually called funeral sandwiches.
Okay.
But it won't kill your budget, so there's that.
All right.
The ingredients we need are the Hawaiian slider semi-sweet rolls.
Okay. Those
We
are
need
so good on their own.
A
You know
stick
what
of
I mean?
butter that we've melted. We need a little bit of cooking spray. We have some Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire?
Worcestershire.
Sure. Any kind of mustard that you like. I chose Dijon because, hello, white wine right there on the label.
I love Dijon mustard.
And some brown sugar.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, if you could take these slider buns and put the bottoms on this casserole dish, because we're going to layer and compile these little cute sandwiches.
Okay.
And in the meantime, I'm going to make the delicious decadent glaze, because basically they're just melty ham and cheese sliders.
Oh.
But this whole butter, brown sugar, Worcestershire, and mustard mixture is really going to take it to another level.
Okay.
I promise.
I mean, it already smells delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I just love, this is perfect. How did you know I didn't have breakfast?
Well, I know you.
It wasn't
know
thunder.
your habits.
It wasn't thunder out there. It's my stomach.
But no, these are perfect for a potluck, apparently funerals if you need to bring a dish,
Yeah.
parties, weeknight dinner,
What would
or
you
breakfast.
say? Yeah.
We're doing.
So, family of 4 eating this, for example, if you had to guesstimate how much this cost, what would this kind of go for?
This was about $22.
Okay, so stayed
yeah.
within that 25.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we just whisked this up, and now I'm going to have you layer.
Okay.
I'm going to do a layer of cheese, then a layer of ham, layer of cheese.
Oh, perfect.
Top of the buns, put on the zhuzh,
Okay.
and then pop it in the oven. So it's easy
Layer
peasy.
of cheese. Oh, we're fighting over the cheese.
Some things never change. But notice I didn't bring any sort of appliances that require
Yeah, the blender.
any technical skills this morning. I was like, I couldn't handle it. We're just going to fold these up.
Oh, okay.
A lot of ham.
Oh, okay.
A lot of ham. Don't skimp on the meat, David.
Sorry. Okay, perfect.
Okay, more cheese. Obviously, there's not quite enough to cover everything, but you know
That's
what?
fine.
I'm just going to do that.
No one's gonna say anything. I have some shredded cheese in the fridge.
No. I don't know how long that's been.
Probably our last cooking
We
segment.
want to be able to eat this. And let's top it with the buns.
Okay. Sorry, this is a mess. Well, this is
just trying
something.
to do this quickly.
This whole process is something easy. You could even get the kids involved.
For sure. And now we're just going to pour this deliciousness. Can you smush them down just a little bit? Pack those buns in. There you go. They all need to be snug, and look at that.
Andrew was wondering if they were firm buns. They're soft.
Nope.
For everyone at home.
Soft buns.
Yes.
Even softer when they pop them in the oven.
Perfect.
All right, so you're going to want to kind of just spread this around, make sure that your buns are nice and soaked, so that all the deliciousness gets spread out.
Perfect.
Wait, poppy seeds.
Oh,
You may not want to use these if, you know,
if you have a drug test coming
or
up.
you have an allergy, I was going to say.
That,
but, you
yeah.
know, you can go there too. Oh. But look how pretty that is.
Oh, that looks great.
So we're going to pop this in the oven.
Okay.
We're going to take the finished product out,
With the magic of
television.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do a little swap here. Oh, goodness. And if you guys want to come and join us,
Yeah, we weren't just kicking them out. It just gets a little crowded with all.
I know there's too many cooks in the kitchen sometimes.
Literally. Okay, I can grab a spatula.
Got it.
Oh, okay. She was
prepared.
prepared. She was like, David,
Look at that.
it looks great.
No.
It smells
Oh my
great.
gosh.
They're pretty molten right now,
Yeah, fresh out of the oven.
so be careful.
It looks like they shrank
Work.
a little bit. They get a little smaller.
Hang on.
No. So we could have maybe cut the ham in half and then like cut it after you
could've.
folded it?
Did we? We did not.
No, we didn't, but we could have.
And for you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Jenna, if you want the messy one.
Do you want to fork anyone?
No.
Ooh, yeah, they're hot.
Yeah.
Ooh,
We're not that fancy.
Okay, well, we
they probably
have.
took all the forks, didn't they?
Yeah.
I have plastic, so
Here you go.
don't tell
This
my
is nice
dad
and
it's got
dainty.
PPGs and elemental P's.
I gotta put all my boxes up here.
All right.
BPA and.
And
Okay, great.
What's the consensus?
All right, let's see if we.
And
can
granted,
get
the
this.
bottom is going to be a little mushy, but in the best
oh, I need
possible
like
way.
a knife.
But I think that's good.
Yeah.
I like
Okay,
that.
you want a knife?
Oh goodness.
Actually,
Yeah. So lesson learned, we should probably cut the ham.
cut the ham. But you know what? If this was nailed it or failed it, I would still say it was a nailed it.
Yeah. You never know how it's
sauce?
going to go.
It does. It really gives it that extra
My giant fork.
something, you know. Oh my.
Dropping cheese.
That's like a turkey carving fork.
Okay, so if you had to describe the flavor, how would you describe it?
My mouth is full of cheese.
Okay, great. Was it good? Thumbs up,
Cheesy.
thumbs down. Cheesy, wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm
Definitely.
Really get that Dijon. Tiny
Dijon.
hint of white wine.
That's what I'm tasting too.
Or is that just wishful thinking?
Well, you know.
All right.
That's
Andrew
good.
and I are
Anyway,
struggling with
we will have
We
the
are.
recipe for party
We are.
sliders, aka celebration of life or funeral sandwiches, on our website this morning.
Yes. Here's a
Be
look
right
at what's coming up on GMA.